probably not with.
Hello, everyone. This is Pecos Hank Shima, and you're listening to Stormfront Freaks podcast.
And again, I'm telling you, when tornadoes start flying, they'll find you.
You know, I really don't like severe weather.
Really?
Yeah, it's high stress. People die. You know, and well, it's not a lot of fun in that respect.
No better way to truly understand and communicate the weather that you're forecasting than to experience it.
So I'm like, we got to go live. We got to go live. It's coming in. It's coming in. So we were, I think that was one of the earliest times we've been on the air live.
Well, the rental car stuff was a long story.
But that was a lot of fun with Phil and the gang. They do a great job over there.
The Stormfront Freaks podcast, baby. It's the best in the world. Dump back.
Him laughing is funnier than anything.
I don't understand what happened. I really don't.
The following program is a production of the Stormfront Freaks Network.
All right, so hey, Storm Freaks, it's Phil. And these guys are known for tracking tornadoes, and they're back with us to cover the stories shared on their new Storm Reel podcast. Plus, listen to this. We've got hashtag WeatherFools and a new video discovery of a future guest after maybe one too many drinks. I don't know, but don't miss it all. It's on episode 240 of the Stormfront Freaks podcast.
Going green. Greenwich. Saddle them up. You got it, boss.
Hey, and welcome everybody to the most entertaining weather podcast. This is the award-winning Stormfront Freaks podcast, and it's brought to you by our ever-growing YouTube member team. They're all scrolling across the bottom of the screen there for you. These are our, I think, EF2 members. We also have EF1 memberships. But if you'd like to support the show and become a member of our team, we got a couple different tiers. They include benefits like some unique emojis, and again, all this stuff's created by Brady, so I don't really know what they all look like, and
There's
I don't know that I want to.
Nuggets in there somewhere.
I don't know if I want to look, Dina, but we've also got some member-only content. We've got discounts on merchandise at the WX store, and a lot more. But if you haven't joined us yet, come on over to YouTube, hit that join button. We appreciate all the support that you happen to bring this amazing team to provide you some great storm and weather content. Also, we're going to be sure to make sure we get all your super chat questions in tonight. But right now, it's time to find out which of our co-hosts are here and give you our wicked weather report.
All right. Hi, everyone. So I am freelance meteorologist Jennifer Watson here from the Weather Channel. And this is your wicked weather report for July 17th of 2025. Unfortunately, it's been a very tough past few weeks. On July 4th of 2025, Central Texas was hit by a catastrophic flood. And X-Post described biblical flooding as the Guadalupe River surged to nearly 30 feet, devastating Camp Mystic and killing 27 girls and counselors, with at least 130 total confirmed deaths and 160 still missing from the area. Blogs like Texas Storm Watch reported 15 inches of rain just within a few hours, forcing 850 evacuations in Kerr County. ABC News highlighted heroic rescues like a family saving a woman clinging to a tree, shared widely on social media, and a dog named Superman pulled from the wreckage became a viral symbol of hope on X, and with users rallying to support all of the survivors. Now, this climate-driven deluge sparked heated debates on X about preparedness and underscoring the raw power of extreme weather. Now over to you, Maz.
All right, thanks, Jen. Yeah, terrible situation out there. I am former on-camera meteorologist Mark Maz Massaro, and on June 28th, this year, 2025, veteran storm chaser Reed Timmer captured a violent tornado near Gary, Minnesota, one of the most dramatic intercepts of his 30-year career. Now, reported by Men's Journal and shared widely on X, Timmer's footage from his Dominator 3 vehicle showed the tornado's raw force nearly ripping off the truck's mirrors and hood while sparing a nearby house. His YouTube post, viewed hundreds of thousands of times, emphasized the scientific value of collecting rare wind speed data. X-users called it a front row seat to nature's fury, amplifying the clip's reach. This intercept highlights the adrenaline and purpose of storm chasing, delivering data and visuals that captivate weather enthusiasts. Dina?
Hi, everyone. I'm meteorologist Dina Knightley. From late June to July 2025, meteorologists battled a surge of misinformation around weather control tied to recent hurricanes and ongoing in our time frame, as reported by The Guardian on October 11, 2024, with X posts confirming persistent rumors into July of 2025, just this month. False claims on X, amplified by figures like Marjorie Taylor Greene, alleged the government was steering hurricanes like Milton and Helene, with some posts gathering millions of views. Meteorologists and our friend Katie Nicolau faced death threats for debunking these, tweeting, "Murdering meteorologists won't stop hurricanes," which is sad. The Guardian noted that misinformation disrupted FEMA relief efforts. This story reveals the challenge of sharing accurate weather narratives in a sea of social media lies. Wrap it up, Serena.
All right. Sounds good. Thanks, Dina. Hey, guys, I'm meteorologist and children's author Serena Arnold. On June 8th of 2025, NB6 meteorologist John Morales went viral for a mid-broadcast plea about the National Weather Service's understaffing crisis, a story impacting our forecasts in real time right now, as reported by Upworthy and echoed on X. Now, Morales highlighted how budget cuts and resignations have slashed weather balloon launches, which are critical for the upper atmospheric data, and the lack of those absolutely degrades our forecast accuracy. With hurricane season heating up, this crisis underscores the stakes for accurate forecasting, vital for storm chasers and communities alike. Now, let's get to our guests.
That's my favorite song.
It is. It's good.
I am digging this, because you know what that means. It means fun is on the way, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, hold on to your hats, because we're going to dive into the eye of the storm with two absolute superstars. First up, Gabe Cox, a filmmaker and storm chaser whose jaw-dropping footage has electrified Emmy-nominated live tornado coverage. That's awesome. It also lit up Netflix's Earthstorm and powered the 2024 blockbuster Twisters. As the mastermind behind Stormreel, Gabe's revolutionized how we experience nature's fury, capturing the raw beauty of storms like no one else. Joining him is his co-host and brother-in-arms, almost said brother-in-law. I don't know. Jeremy Haymon, Colorado-based storm chaser, podcaster, and artist who brings heart and hustle to the chase. Together, these two bring you stories where people and weather collide. Get ready for a whirlwind of passion, grit, and unforgettable tales from their Stormreel forecast. Welcome, gentlemen.
Wow.
Okay, so we're talking.
Thank you.
How many stories are we talking about? And let's just jump. What's your favorite? What's the best story?
Ooh,
I don't even care who goes first.
The best story?
That's a great
man.
Yeah.
Give me a category.
Weather.
All right.
Nice.
There was the time I almost died on my birthday in a storm surge.
Oh my God, on your birthday.
That's a story. It was almost like a really clean full circle moment to die on your birthday.
That's not the kind of circle you want.
No, I'm sure your mom doesn't want to hear this.
So I was going out to get that one last shot. That's the first problem. Never do that. You never just want to go get the last shot, because that's the universe is telling you something if you have to go get that one last shot.
It's true.
Walked out where I thought the road meant beach. Didn't know there was a drainage ditch there. That was covered in what I thought was ankle deep storm surge. And so it was just a sheer drop. So I'm walking and all of a sudden I just disappear.
Oh my gosh.
2 cameras
Oh my God.
in both hands, and I was gone underwater, which the first thought was I got sucked into a storm drain. Thankfully not the case.
Oh.
But I bounced
Thank
back
God.
up. I got a little scar on my hand to remind me not to do that. This camera right here, filled with water. It was like a fishbowl. So
Oh my
keep that
God.
there to remind me never to go get that one last shot and to just get what you get.
That's
Go home
crazy.
happy.
But the most important thing is, were you still filming when that? Oh no, I mean, are you okay?
Did you get
No,
it on
the most
camera?
important part was it was being filmed. So there was footage of me dropping into a hole.
Oh my gosh. That's
Oh
That-
wow, that's
It was a
crazy.
fun
I've read about how many people get stuck in storm drains too. And they can't get out.
Yeah, it can happen quick.
Wait, so was
Nightmare.
Jeremy with you? Was Jeremy witnessing this?
No, we weren't together on that
sadly.
one. Yeah.
Oh.
But one where we were together is my story, and it's the Wynnewood EF4 tornado in 2016. We were all together. That's my first tornado. Gabe is hanging out the window. I'm driving. It was the craziest day ever. But yeah, that one where we were together actually, and that's my favorite storm chasing.
Wait, was he
moment ever.
hanging out because he wanted to, or was he hanging out because he was holding on for dear life?
He's dedicated.
Get
He's
me outta
dedicated.
here.
Yeah, he's getting the shot. He's getting the shot no matter what. No matter what. So he's a beast. Gabe is a beast.
Jeremy,
without a
let's
doubt.
talk about the fact that this was your first tornado and it was an EF4.
It's just
Like,
insane. We had been
does that
chasing.
happen?
We had been
I know.
chasing for years together to that point, and trying to get out, see things, learn how to forecast, learn how to get into an area, and it happened that day, and it was like the craziest. It's still the craziest, one of the craziest moments of my life, and I remember afterwards. So my wife was at work. I had the day off, and she's following me on radar scope. She can see my tracker dot on there.
Yeah.
And I thought I had calmed down after the chase. I thought I was chill, but I called her on the phone, and I was, I guess, screaming into the phone, "I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm okay." It was just insane. I'll never forget it. The smell in particular is the memory I have. Right, smell is the most.
Yeah.
The thing you make the memory out of, and it
Now,
smelled like.
hold on. Is
Yeah.
that because first you say
why
it
I was out
and
the
then you
window.
do it? Is that the smell?
Oh yeah.
No, it smelled like if you were in a Bath and Body Works candle that was the size of a grain silo, and the scent was like cut grass. Like it was
Wow.
craziest sensation. Yeah, to have just obviously shredded trees and leaves, all around you.
Oh my
Nuts.
gosh.
It was crazy. It's crazy.
So if we give you a scented candle, it's just going to bring back
Yeah.
memory, like the cut
Yeah,
grass
really.
candle.
Put it on our
PTSD.
Christmas list, Phil.
Taken right back.
I mean,
I
it
actually
sounds
like that candle. I like
Yeah.
it.
like we
It's a
could offer
merch.
this
Yeah,
in
yeah.
our store,
Yeah.
right? Like,
Yeah.
it'd be easy to do, man.
Yeah.
PTSD candle.
You should totally do that.
I was just thinking, yeah.
Yeah. Gabe, so Jeremy, we know your first tornado. Gabe, let's talk about your first tornado.
Yeah. So my first tornado happened when I had actually given up on my storm chasing dreams. This was back 2010. And I was in Jacksonville, Florida, working a film job. It was my first film job. And I had a second story office, and it just looked over the tree line a little bit. And I saw what I thought was a funnel. So I had ridden my bike to work that day. So I was like, well, I'll ride my bike down to the river and see what I can see. And there was a water spout on the river a quarter mile away. So my first storm chase was on a bicycle, for one.
Oh my god.
Nice.
Saw my first water spout, and then it moved on shore. I rode my bike back to the office, and it moved directly over our office building. As soon as the wind died down, I ran outside and pointed the camera up, and I was looking up at palm fronds circling overhead and this cone funnel right above me. And I was sold. I was like, there's no way I'm giving up on storm chasing after that. I got to get to it.
There is behind MJ, behind his left shoulder there is actually an image.
Oh yeah.
Of
that's the inspiration.
Gabe off his bike. Yeah, some art of Gabe off his bike and a water spout coming across the river.
Gabe, that's crazy. That's so wild. And actually kind of cool that it was on a bike and it came to you, right?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Like-
And that's funny because that was the first time I had kind of given up on storm chasing, and then the tornado found me.
Yeah.
Fast forward a few years later, I gave up on it again. I was like, no, that was like, immature. Like I can't do that as a responsible husband and father.
Yeah.
And as I'm thinking about that at the beach, a water spout like drops right in front of me at the beach years later. So I'm like, okay, the universe is telling me something. I think I should pay attention.
I want to be responsible as a parent.
Oh my God. I love that the universe gave you like 2 different signs. Yeah. Maybe we should just give up on it, guys. And then the massive.
Yeah. Just fake it out. Reverse psychology.
Yeah.
I never want to see another storm.
Right.
Yeah. That's not fair. Your guys' stories are like incredible. It's amazing to think that you would give up on that. Like those are amazing.
How fast were you
it was pretty
pedaling
bizarre.
when you were coming back? You had to get some. Back in 2010, you
I
couldn't.
didn't know
you
another
you
one
couldn't
was
use your
dropping
watch.
behind me. I was not pedaling fast enough. Yeah, I didn't know it was forming over me.
Did you hear music like dun, 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 from?
Yeah, Toto was there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was.
Oh my God.
At
I love
least
it.
Hey, so. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead, Maz.
Okay. I was going to say no you, but enough of this. Hey,
Yeah.
So Twisters footage. Twisters 2 coming out. Footage again?
I don't know. And so let me explain the Twisters footage thing. So it sounds way bigger. I mean, I'm excited about it.
No, it's big, dude.
I'm not
It's big.
downplaying. So I was actually, I had no idea it was in there. So I took my kids and my wife to go see Twisters. The only reason my kids decided to come was because Glenn Powell's in it. So thank you, Glenn Powell, for the moment. But we all go see Twisters.
Glenn Powell too.
Yeah, I mean, I enjoyed it. Had no idea, and so the end credits come on, and it's all these motion graphics, and it's these archival footage or pictures of tornadoes and tornado clips mixed in with the credits, and they're really fun to watch. And all of a sudden, I see a clip, very quick, like 2 or 3 seconds, of my Lockett, Texas tornado from 2021 or 2020 pop up on screen. It happened so fast, I wasn't even sure that it was mine. I was like, oh my gosh, I think that was mine. And then Fort Stockton, Texas tornado pops up on screen. I was like, I know for sure that's mine. And I had no idea that I was going to be there. So I stood up like in the theater, like, oh my gosh. I'm probably
That's
like, shut up, sit back there. Yeah,
So is the first reaction is, this is awesome. Second is, am I getting paid for this? What the heck?
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask.
Well, I was like, I'm sure they paid. I'm going to go back and check. So what happened was they bought it, and it was through a licensing agency. So I didn't know the end client. I knew that I had made, like a couple months before, I had made a decent size footage sale, and I thought, oh, that's great. I wonder where that will end up. It turns out it ended up in Twisters. So yeah, it's just maybe a total of 5 seconds worth of footage in there, but that's all I needed.
That's amazing, though. No,
Yeah,
not
that's
many people
epic.
can say that. At
Yeah,
all.
yeah, I was really, really excited about it.
I'd want to get up and go, back it up. I want to see it again.
So is that why you say, I don't know if it's going to be in Twisters 2?
Yeah, I have no idea. It's available at the license if anyone's watching.
So Gabe, if you get like a big payment or something like that, you know that it could potentially be a part of it, a movie or something else that's really cool.
Yeah, if I see a larger than normal licensing fee, then I know it's probably going to be theatrical.
Yeah, I love that. Well, so your film, but Jeremy, you're an artist. Right?
Yeah, I'm a painter, amateur painter, sell some things here and there. So yeah, I've painted since high school, and have always stayed artistic. And I have 2 small girls now, and a full-time job. So time is taken up in a lot of other areas. But I stay creative and am super inspired by nature and weather. And oddly enough, like if you're into weather. And if you're watching this or listening to this, right, you've probably looked at like a model or two and looked at some data visual. I'm super inspired by data visuals and maps and things like that and how things are laid out. My day job is I'm a web designer, so I work with data sets and things like that. So yeah, Gabe and I share like a love of art, and we make art in different ways. We make a podcast together, and so that's us coming together to make something. Which we're super proud of. We love storytelling together, and Gabe's production on our podcast is next level too. So yeah, we're always making art, talking movies, music, books, and things like that. So that's always been something that's bonded us together for sure.
I think that's so beautiful. I actually looked on your art Instagram account earlier today.
Right
so
on.
yeah, I was just like, oh my God, that's amazing. And just kind of researching both of you, I think it's very inspiring. So tell us a little bit more about the podcast and what you're so excited about.
Totally. Yeah, I'll take it, Gabe. You can jump in if you want. Yeah. So we have relaunched our podcast after several years hiatus. Previously, we were the Tornado Trackers podcast. Now we are Storm Reel. You can find us everywhere you find podcasts. But our kind of heart and soul really is we want to tell the stories of when people interact with weather and nature. And we just think inherently interesting stories come from that at the end of the day, right? When we interact with nature, we are a part of nature. We feel the most human. And sometimes those stories are triumphant. Sometimes they're tragic. It's everything in between, but it's just compelling stuff. So we love to interview storm chasers, scientists, meteorologists. We have an episode coming up this season with my wife, actually, who's the guest. We tell a story where her and I intercept the same tornado from different spots on the map. She was coming. I live in Colorado, so cool. And she was coming north from Denver. I was coming east from my location in Longmont, Colorado, and it was her first intercept. She was taking pictures. She was safe, but she was taking pictures, and it's a really fun story. And so, yeah, we just love to tell weather stories.
That sounds like a subplot for Twisters too. Love story.
The drive home.
Love story.
Yeah.
Yes. That sounds great.
Absolutely. Yeah. So
like, did the cars slow down to each other? You guys roll the window down, give a little smooch, drive on.
We did meet up. Yeah. I'll tell a little spoiler.
We don't need to know about that. Okay.
Right. We did meet up. So it was 2020, I believe, was when or 2021. But our first daughter was like 6, 8, 9 months old. She was out on a walk. We were out on a walk with her. I was with our dog, and we see a tornado off of this. This really beautiful, crazy land spout in eastern Colorado. And I was like, my daughter Penny and my dog Jed, he's a basset hound. We're like, let's get in the car. Let's try to get close to this. We didn't get very close. We got like 20 miles away from it. So everybody calm down. Don't call Child Protective Services on me or anything.
Good job taking that baby.
But it was her first intercept too. Penny's first tornado intercept.
And your dogs.
Yeah, and my dog Jed.
Yeah.
Yep.
Getting Jed out.
It was crazy. We were like in bumper to bumper traffic. People were, rubbernecking wanting to see a tornado, and it was crazy. But yeah, me and my wife eventually met up after the tornado dissipated, and we freaked out together. And yeah, it was the best. It was just awesome.
So if you ever want to get into low effort storm chasing, just hang out with me and Jeremy. Storms just find us.
Yes, it's true.
Apparently, this is very
so I want to cover with you guys, because what's great about your podcast, you guys are amazing storytellers. You really do. And Jeremy, you ask great questions, and you're absolutely correct with how Gabe produces all that, pulls it together. One of my favorite past podcasts of yours, because I know Storm Reel is just getting started now, but was Gabe, you talking about the story, and I don't remember the tornado. I'm pretty sure it was Texas. I'm always horrible with, I tell people, like, if I go golfing, I never remember the past hole and what I shot. That was a 2. I shot a 2. But you were down in Fort Stockton. I think that was what it was.
The land of magic.
And you were talking about you were in the car and the tornado's overcoming you, and it's your car then shifted down into the ditch. Was that Fort Stockton?
Okay. Canton, Texas. Yes.
So, and again, it was just listening to you guys tell that story and explain it and ask questions, and all that was amazing. But I want to know, tell our other viewers and listeners a little bit about Canton.
Yeah, Canton was biggest mistake storm chasing to date, and taught me a lot of lessons. This was early on in my career. This was 2017. So still had a lot to learn, and learning to manage emotions was the big one for that day. So everything that could go wrong was going wrong that day, and I let it get to me. And I lost my phone. My phone got waterlogged, so I didn't have any backup information, equipment. So I lost my radar, I lost my maps and everything as soon as my phone went down. And I knew I need to get out of where I was, because last I heard there was a confirmed mile-wide tornado coming right to where I was. So as I'm turning around to get out of there, I in a rage, instead of doing a 3-point turn, did a 1-point turn and ended up in a flooded ditch with my rental car, which was the cheapest rental car I could get. So it did not have all-wheel drive. It was a Ford Fiesta, terrible car to chase in. There was water getting into the back seat. The ditch was so flooded. And so my car was just suctioned into the ditch, and there was no houses around. So I was like, well, my best bet is to just crouch down and hope that suction holds the car in. And so I filmed a goodbye video to my wife and kids. I thought, this is it. God. This is how I go.
Oh my God. And
just put the camera on the dashboard and got down in the passenger seat and kind of wrapped the seatbelts around me to try to hold me in as much as I could. And, within, it seemed like minutes, it was probably like 30 seconds, I realized that the tornado had, little did I know, it had actually occluded north. So it turned and it just missed where I was. And I realized that once my car got towed out and I started driving down the road, I saw mile-wide EF4 tornado damage.
Wow.
So yeah, it was a crazy day. Lots of layers that happened that day. But it was a huge lesson for me in managing emotions and, taking a minute to breathe when things don't go right and assessing your situation, and having backup, having backups for everything, communication, data, all that stuff. So yeah, it's a wild episode. That one's called the goodbye video. It's a 2-parter actually. So yeah, lots to have to learn from that one.
I can't wait to
listen
review
that.
that.
Selling that video to Ford, right? Ford.
Yeah, we're not gonna be sponsored by Ford. Yeah,
No.
I like that,
how
Tina.
did-
That's a good idea.
How did you end up getting out of that situation then, right? No phone, any of that kind of stuff, stuck in this ditch, no populations around you. How did you get out?
So there was a house further down the road, and as soon as a tornado passed, this man who spoke broken English came out and he saw me in the ditch. I waved him down. He went back to his house and got like a tow rope. He got me out of the ditch, and then, I ended up driving around. I had a laptop. I just didn't have a way to connect it to anything. So I drove around for hours looking for a hotspot, and every town I stopped in got a tornado warning. So I would stop and the tornado sirens would go off and I'd be like, I don't know where it is. So I got to keep driving down the highway. And it was hours. I felt like I was being chased for hours until I found a
I can't believe
hotspot.
the thing was still driving.
Yeah, well, hey, I returned it. I kept the windows down the next day. It dried out. I returned it. No questions
It was like
asked.
that when I got it.
And I ran out the door when I was there.
Gabe and
Oh
Reed
my
Timmer
God.
are on the wall at the
Yeah.
Avis. Yeah, do not rent to these men.
So just to let you know, if a tornado that's a mile wide, that's an EF4 comes close to me, I'm probably speaking broken English too, just to let you know. Okay. But my main question is, did you ever show that video then to your wife? Or are you like, no, I'm holding that.
She told me I don't want to see it. And then about a year later, I think it was BBC said they want to license it. And she's like, okay, well, if you're going to get paid for it, they can have it. And then it got licensed again. And then finally she saw the episode and I told her, I was like, hey, look, I was under a lot of stress. Like, it's really not that good of a goodbye. I could do better next time. She's like, no, you're just blown it out of proportion. And she watched it. She's like, that was terrible. Like, that's how you said goodbye, right? You can do better than that next time. So.
Next time.
Harsh.
But that was high stress though, so I get it.
Yeah. I got to practice running.
So this is what I'm telling you guys. They've got amazing stories and they do a great job of telling them. So we're going to talk some more about that. But before we go to break, if you're not aware, and I've seen a lot of people in the chat, thanks for coming on over to YouTube and jumping in the chat. We got a bunch of people there Elena D is there. Angela jumped in. Mama G, Caitlin, WX Midwest, Cindy Ann. Anyway, thanks for joining in the chat. But a lot of people are confused because they don't see Stormcat 5. They're like, where's the guy with the glasses talking about beavers and you know what, all kinds of just whatever stuff. And so Brady is with family tonight, so that's why he's not joining us on the podcast. But for those of you that aren't aware, we've been doing this for only about 10 years. And we're also, so it's kind of it's a now the Stormfront Freaks network, which includes lots of content. So it continues to include our podcast with some amazing guests from the weather industry. It includes our Outbreak Aftermath with Brady and the storm chasers he talks with afterwards. But it also now includes weather education with WX Serena. So our own meteorologist, Serena Arnold, who's also with us tonight as one of our co-hosts. She provides great little education snippets, weather education snippets, and short videos on our YouTube page as well. And so, Serena, I'm going to turn it over to you to kind of let people know what it's all about, and maybe you got something tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. No, this has been fun. So this has been something I've been doing on like my TikTok page, especially Facebook, Instagram, stuff like that for a long time. And I figured, you know what? Let's bring it to the freaks. Like, I think the freaks would like this and enjoy this. So I have, and rather than doing my own YouTube, posting it here, and you guys are amazing and awesome. So those who saw the most recent one that I posted this morning, we talked about how a day is not 24 hours long and a year is not 365 days. And if your brain is like, you're going to have to go check it out. The part 2 I'm going to do for that, you guys get an exclusive of here tonight. So part 2 of that is that, did you know that the Earth is not a perfect circle? Now, we're going to kick flat earthers out the door. They can't listen to this one. They're not allowed. But basically, the Earth is an oblique spheroid, which means it's actually fatter at the equator than the poles. So if you were to take a tape measure and measure around the equator and then take the same measurement pole to pole, do you know that it's about 41 miles shorter if you go pole to pole than if you go around the equator? And there's a couple reasons for this. The primary one is that we are spinning really freaking fast. We're spinning at about 1,000 miles per hour is how fast we rotate around. And so we go really fast, and that centrifugal force over time has actually caused us to go from a ball to a little bit rounder at the equator and at the poles. So it's actually a little bit flatter at the poles and rounder at the equator. What I really love about this is our atmosphere does it too, and our atmosphere does it even more drastically. So if you were to measure the atmosphere on average from ground level to the top of the troposphere, or where the tropopause is, at the poles, it's about 5.6 miles or like 30,000 feet to get there. But at the equator, it's more like 11 miles or 58,000 feet. It's almost double the distance. And that same thing is because we're spinning at 1,000 miles an hour, and that centrifugal force is not only pushing the Earth out a little bit wider at the equator, but doing the same thing for the atmosphere. So it's really cool. And not only that, but around the equator, it's exacerbated because of heat, because it's a lot hotter around the equator. It's where the sun is shining, so the atmosphere is a whole lot hotter than it is at the poles. So between the centrifugal force and the temperature differences at the equators and the poles, this is why the troposphere is about twice as fat around the equator than it is at the poles. So that's going to be the next video, but you guys have all gotten the exclusive on it right here tonight.
Nice.
That is awesome.
That's
so yeah,
my
so
problem.
check. That's what Maz and I were just discussing in the private chat, that how the centrifugal force is working on our bodies.
Oh my God.
It's kind of spreading things out at the equator and a little flatter on the top. Yeah.
We're all just trying to be Earth. It's okay. It's all right.
All right. So, hey, again, those of you watching on YouTube, do us a favor. If you like the show, smash that subscribe button, and the like thumbs up button helps us out, helps us get discovered. But we're going to take a short break, and we are going to be right back with more from Gabe and Jeremy. So stay tuned.
Woo!
In a world where tornadoes and hurricanes and blizzards run rampant, destroying everything in their path, one man, one team of freaks stands in their way. Covering it all on one show.
We have a confirmed tornado
from afar and from up close. That man is Stormcat 5. That team is the Stormfront Freaks. And that show, this show, is Outbreak.
Hey, what's up, guys? Meteorologist Stormcat 5. Hopefully you're enjoying the podcast. Let's get into the Outbreak forecast right now. We're going to do this one take, no breaks, all the way through. Let's start with the visible satellite today. This is what it looked like about an hour ago. Now, we're going to talk about three things in this video. The first thing being these storms down in Louisiana. This is our disturbance. This is 93L that's spinning down here. Is this going to have a future? It's not. But we're also going to talk about possibly some severe weather for the next couple of days and some stormy weather in the heart of the country. And then the third thing we're going to talk about is a ridge of high pressure that's going to dominate. And along that ridge, possibly ring of fire and several days of storms next week. Let's start by talking about 93L. Look at it right now. Oh my goodness, it's basically chalked right in there. It is still got a 30% chance to develop, but I got news for you guys. It is pretty much dead. That's right. Here lies 93L. It's completely chalked. It was chalked from the start. Thankfully, it hugged the coast. It did not develop. Here's what it looks like. We do have some showers and storms that are starting to push inland, though, so heads up, our Louisiana brethren. You guys could get a couple of days here of flooding rain as well in the southeast. Now, let's also take a look at the severe weather. First, I want to show you, this is the future of 93L. It's going to push inland. It's not going to be a tropical system by any means, but it could loop back out into the Gulf, back into the Atlantic, and then eventually into the Gulf next week. So we still have to watch that. All right, let's take a look at the severe weather for today. Who cares? The day's already over. You could have some storms going on in the Northeast and in the Dakotas and in Montana, but that's today. Let's take a look at tomorrow. Whoa, we got this big old whale risk. It's really not that big of a deal here. This kind of looks like a whale. What do you guys think? Let's zoom in on that risk here. Oh yeah, big time whale right in there. So our South Dakota, Nebraska, Iowa, and Minnesota brethren could get some strong storms, as well as our mid-Atlantic brethren tomorrow. So heads up there. Let's go ahead and take a look at Friday, or Saturday, I mean. We do have a slight risk for some strong storms there. So we're going to have to watch a line that moves through overnight Friday into Saturday morning. And I'll show you that line right now. And that could be an issue where we're definitely talking about strong winds, maybe some hail, maybe a couple of spin-ups or two. Let me show you the latest HRRR and watch what happens. So this is Saturday during the early morning hours, Saturday morning. Look at this line push through Iowa. Our Des Moines brethren are going to get hammered here. And then as that line continues pushing off to the south and east, that's why we have this slight risk. Now, I do think storms will probably reinvigorate during the day on Saturday, but heads up, there could be a leftover boundary there where we could get a couple of spin-ups along that line. So that is your severe weather. Now, I do need to show you this. The last thing I'm going to show you is not this. That's my face, and it's huge. Let's take a look at this right here. So next week, we are talking about a potential ring of fire situation. Not that graphic. This one right in here, right there. So here's the upper level pattern that we're going to experience next week. Watch as we go throughout the next couple of days. Pretty much nothing happens. Zonal flow, west to east flow, not much is going on. But watch as we go into Monday. We've got a ridge starting to develop right in there. See that big ridge of high pressure as we go into Tuesday. That ridge gets even stronger and sets up over the United States. Along the periphery of that ridge is where we'll have pieces of energy and storms form. Now, I don't want to say the D word. I'm going to say it. Derechios. And those could be a problem next week. And check this out, the Cape. Guys, this is your Cape values, and they are off the charts. I'm going to zoom in here and show you exactly what I'm talking about. They don't even have a color for that. That Cape is upwards of 8,000 to 9,000 next week. So it is going to be hot. It is going to be moist, and it also is going to be ripe for some potential storms next week. So heads up there. That is when I think widespread severe weather could return the last week of July. All right, guys, that's all I got for you. Have a wonderful podcast. This is Stormcat 5, and I'll see you on the next one. Hey, Phil.
Welcome to Weatherfront, featuring real-time radar data and satellite imagery. Dynamic model viewing on a mobile device. detailed base maps with road names for real-time navigation, on-demand point soundings for mesoanalysis and forecasting, view soundings in portrait mode or landscape. Weatherfront has a full suite of weather models and model variables for severe weather, snowfall, fire weather, and aurora chasing. Also at your fingertips are Storm Prediction Center convective outlooks and mesoscale discussions, interactive display of NWS watches, warnings, and advisories. Welcome to a new era of weather monitoring on a mobile device. Weatherfront, the official weather app of the Stormfront Freaks.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Delicious things to eat.
The popcorn can't be beat. The sparkling drinks are just dandy. The chocolate bars and the candy. So let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
All right, everybody, welcome back to the show. Hey, we're gonna do a quick Weatherfront premium subscription giveaway. So you just kind of saw the Weatherfront app being used, and Brady was using it for a lot of the graphics he was displaying. But here's the key: if you have iOS, as of right now, it's only on iOS. But if you have an Apple iPhone or an iPad, here's what you're going to do, because we're going to give away a subscription tonight. Get on Twitter, and we're going to do this until the end of the show. So at the end of the show, I'll basically look at everybody that did this, and then we'll randomly draw somebody to give this away. But jump on Twitter and just make sure you tag at Stormfront Freak. At Stormfront Freak, no S at the end, and just tweet out Weatherfront has it all. That's all you got to do. Weatherfront has it all, and then put at Stormfront Freak. Send it. Everybody that does that will be in the drawing. And at the end of the show tonight, I'll go ahead and we'll randomly pick somebody, and I'll DM you, and you'll get access to the premium, a lot of weather models on that and everything. So, all right, let's get back to our guests. We're here with Jeremy and Gabe from Storm Reel. And gentlemen, I just want to talk about 2025 and, late May, June, when I wasn't out in the plains. This has been, and I don't use the word epic a lot. Jen, you know that. I let you use that for me.
Yes, I do.
But honestly, Jen, would you agree? This has been an epic, like the tornadoes and the images, and it's been crazy. So I'm going to start. Gabe, I'll start with you, jump over to Jeremy. What have you thought of this season, and how much of that were you able to get in on?
I've been right there with you, Phil. I missed out on most of 2025. I did have a backyard chase. Speaking again of tornadoes coming to me, there were tornadoes just south of Killeen, Texas, on a day there weren't supposed to be tornadoes. Saw two of those, and was able to live stream those for the local news here. So that was a fun day. And as far as the rest of the season goes, I saw nothing. So I missed out on all of the epicness, especially June. June was out of control. So, watching everybody else's live streams and the video breakdowns the day after, and it's just been a little bit of envy, but I'm very happy for the people who got to go out. I didn't see most of that.
They come to you.
Yeah. So listen, we were out when the Freaks were out early May, chasing, and we were down in Texas because that's where the rain was while we were out. And we actually were chasing on a similar day, Gabe, you were, that just big, messy nothingness where I think the only tornado Jordan Hall might have captured from a drone above the trees.
Yes.
In eastern Texas, northeastern Texas. But Jeremy, what did you think of this season? And
Oh, man.
I guess, did you get in on anything?
Not really either. Me and my wife had our second daughter in February, so I've been hanging around home this season, helping out. Now we got 2, so it's all hands on deck all the time. So I've just been watching with everybody else, and I was thinking back the last time Gabe and I were on the podcast. I think it was about 4 years ago, and we were talking about kind of the future of storm chasing, and I think we're like in that future now that we were talking about, because we were talking about drone photography in particular, which you mentioned, and I really feel like this is the year that tornado drone photography exploded, and my mind is blown. Like every time a major weather event happens and someone's got a drone up really close or in a tornado. And now that obviously there's so much scientific data being collected from drones. So my mind is just being blown constantly by just the fearless drone pilots putting their really expensive equipment into crazy, crazy environments.
You guys need to interview the Otis Project, because they are the ones that are really like they're engineers, also one's meteorologists, but it's fascinating what they're doing and how like they have to get close and do that, which is so wild. But I want to talk about kind of the balance of family, because I know that you both have families, you're married, you have kids, and a lot of us freaks, I think, struggle with that a little bit, because I have a daughter and it's hard to leave your family and, go chase. It's expensive.
Mm-hmm.
So can you talk a little bit how you make those decisions, and, do you get the support from your family? What's that like?
Yeah, Gabe, you've had kids longer than I have. You could speak to this, I think, a lot more wisely.
Yeah, that was a long journey to try to figure out that balance, and a lot of honest, open conversation between me and my wife.
Yeah.
And give and take. It wasn't all one-sided. So yeah, it's, I always knew when I wanted to get into storm chasing, and I said, like, I want to do storm chasing full time, but I don't want to be gone full time.
Yeah.
So trying to figure out a way to do that, and try to figure out how can I make this work where I don't have to be on the road 24/7. And I kind of found that a little bit, but it's a matter of having to supplement it. In reality, like if I'm going to do storm chasing full time and not do anything else, then I will have to be gone. So for me, it was a matter of how can I supplement this so I'm not gone all the time. And so I'm home, during all of the off seasons. I get to be around my kids and see all the things. And then, there are just times it just so happens all of the end of school assemblies happen in May, which is the peak of tornado season.
And graduations. Wait till they get older and they graduate.
Everything happens in May. My wife's birthday, Mother's Day, all happens in May. So there are just some days where I'm like, I can't go. Like, I'm not going to go. I would rather be here. And of course,
now, is that her side? I'm sorry, is that her side of the story? Or is that your side of the story? I'm trying to place who's where.
Give and take on both sides.
I could see her being like, it's Mother's Day, I'm going chasing, but you can have the kids.
Yeah.
Well, and then on the opposite of the coin is hurricane season, which peaks in September.
Yeah.
Both my kids are born in September. So we've had birthday celebrations that have been in the mix with hurricanes making landfall. And so a lot of that, trying to figure it out and just having open dialogue with my kids too. They're older enough now. Like, hey, you tell me honestly how you feel. We'll figure this out together.
Well, they do need a picture. Like they had their first tornado, and they do need a hurricane picture too for their birthday.
Yes, they do.
If you can do it.
And because I chase hurricanes, they too ended up on Netflix, which they got to brag about to their friends. There was a quick scene that they filmed of me saying goodbye to the girls. So I told them, I was like, hey, if you want to be on another Netflix show, you got to let me go chasing.
Bye, Dad.
That's the bribe. That's the bribe. Whoa, ladies and gentlemen. That's the sound. It's time for our lightning round. So this is our game show of flashy and brilliant questions. We always get to play with our guests tonight, because here's the fun part. Sometimes when we have two guests, we're able to kind of put them together and compete against each other.
Oh, no.
Have a little fun. So, gentlemen, tonight you're going to get to play a little game we've played in the past with other guests. This is late night Family
love
Feud.
Family Feud.
Oh boy.
It's the best.
Late night Family Feud. All right, there it was. So here we go. So Gabe, you're one family. Jeremy, you're the other family. We always tell our folks in the chat and our co-hosts if they want to kind of jump in if you're struggling with something, they can help you out too a little bit if you want. But I'm going to start, Jeremy. I'm going to start with you.
Great.
And so here's the key. I'm gonna give you the question. This one we've got the top 6 answers on the board. If you guess one of the 6, you can decide to keep it or you can pass it to Gabe. Okay. It's up to Gabe to come up with the rest of them, or you can steal, just like good old Family Feud. That's how we're gonna do this today. So, Jeremy.
Yes.
Top 6 answers on the board. Name something that's slippery when wet.
Oh. The road.
The road.
Ooh,
It's storm chasing answer. Yeah.
That is number 2. Number 2 on the top 6 list. Now, do you want to keep it or pass it?
I'll keep it.
You're gonna keep it. All right.
The shower.
Oh.
The shower.
Good one.
I'm going to give you bathtub.
Okay.
Slash shower.
Thank you.
That's number 3. So you got 2 and 3.
Nice.
What else? Slippery when wet. You said the road and the bathtub shower.
I'll keep it and say floor.
That is number 1.
Man,
floor can be slippery.
I'm
when
in
wet.
trouble.
So top 3 out of the way. You got the bottom 3 left. Something that's slippery when wet.
Watch Dina. Dina's got hints.
Oh my gosh. I'm gonna pass.
To whom?
I mean, that's not really how the game works.
Oh, I can't pass it to Gabe.
Okay.
No,
I'm going to take an X on that one.
You're owning it now.
You got up to three X's. You get 3 incorrect answers before Gabe just gets it, and he
Kung Fu Panda.
Oh, I'm going to say a bar of
Kung
soap.
Fu Panda.
A bar of soap.
Oh.
That is correct.
Okay.
So you only got 2 left.
Okay. I'm going to say the dishes. Okay.
That is not. You got 1 more shot.
How many more? Are there 2 more on the board?
There's only 2 more. You've already guessed 1, 2, 3, and 5.
Okay. I'm gonna say slippery when wet. Oh, this is terrible. But hands, I don't know.
Skin.
I don't know what to do with my hands. Okay, Gabe. So it's to you, Gabe. You just got to come up with one of the last remaining 2, and you win. Is it?
Oh boy.
Name something slippery when wet.
Slippery when wet. Wasn't dishes. Hands. It's skin. A variation.
No, Jeremy. Jeremy, you win that round. The remaining answers were bathroom floor. The bathroom floor.
Okay.
That's kind of close, but I gave you bathtub and fish. Fish was the other one on that. All right, Gabe, we're starting off with you. Now, Gabe, you might want to get some help from the freaks on this one. Both of you.
I need lots of help.
So, Gabe, we're going to start with you, and then if you get one of the top answers, you can choose to keep it or pass it. Name a famous man that women fantasize about.
When was this poll taken?
Yeah, good
question.
I'd give it a good 5 years.
Okay,
5+
it's dated.
years.
Yeah.
So no Glenn Powell's. Got it.
Yeah, you're not
well,
going to
that,
see
Glenn
Glenn
Powell.
Powell on this
that knocked
list.
him down on my list.
I like George Clooney.
Brad.
You know, Gabe, it can also be famous men that men fantasize about too.
True.
George Clooney.
George Clooney.
It's gotta
Number
be on
one.
the list.
Number one. Do you want to keep it or pass it? There's 6
know if
top
I have-
6 answers. You got one
We got
done
Tom
already.
Cruise, Brad Pitt.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Whoa! No,
Hey,
what the fuck?
man.
Yeah.
This isn't your
We
list.
did someone
Like-
bring
like-
Jen into this game?
And I'm excited.
What the fuck? Okay. Jeez.
Jen is very excited.
I have no idea where did that come from?
Excited.
All right, Gabe. Yeah, so you probably just got 2 more answers there. You may as well keep it at this point.
Sure, yeah, I'll keep it.
All right, so you got
Keep it
one.
coming,
You got
Jen.
5 more.
Keep it coming. Tom Cruise.
He's number 3.
Okay. Let me say. Oh, this one might be too. Ewan McGregor, is he on there?
No, he's
No.
not.
Come on. Even I have a crush on
You
Ewan.
still got 4. You still got 4 yet.
Wait, did we do? Can I say something? Can I say it?
No.
Yeah.
No, you
What
already
did you say
did.
before?
You already
I
gave
know.
like 3
You
answers.
said too much. Too much.
Jeez. Yeah. Okay. You
Yeah.
can whisper something. I don't know.
Wait, did we do Brad Pitt?
No, we didn't. Brad Pitt.
What'd you
Brad
just
Pitt.
say?
Okay,
Yeah,
Brad
yeah.
Pitt's number 2. It's better, Jen, if you just like kind of one at a time instead of 5 or 6 at
Yeah,
once.
give me the fire hose.
She said so
I'm
many once
seeing
and you didn't
hands.
catch them all.
Okay, you still got 3 more, and
And-
the 3 remaining, I will tell you all 3 I have seen as superheroes on the big screen.
Oh, right.
You see what
And
I'm
again,
doing?
I would say this is about
I know, look at what
5-ish
Tina's
years
doing.
old.
Look at what Tina's doing.
See?
Tina's got a
Who
good
does
tip.
that?
What is she doing?
But which one though?
Well, I'm
She's
just
How
not
far
worthy.
back are we going?
all right. Just what do you got?
I'm old. I'm gonna say Christopher
Wait,
Reeves.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah, this goes back 5. It doesn't go back 30.
Chris Hemsworth?
Jeremy's wondering why Gabe's getting all these tips. He's like, I got shit.
Wait, did Serena say hers? Did Serena say hers?
I don't know.
I
Trina,
just put
say
it in the
yours.
chat. I just put it in the chat. That's all I did.
Christian Bale.
Christian Bale?
No,
Yeah,
that is
I would
incorrect.
be
All right,
surprised
that's
if he was
3
on there.
strikes. Jeremy,
like
we are
Christian
over
Bale.
to you. Name a famous man that women fantasize about. Clooney's off the board. Pitt off the board. Tom Cruise is off the board. There's 3 remaining, and I've given the tip that these 3 have, at some point, I've seen them as some kind of superhero.
Okay, great. I'm gonna say Captain America, Chris Evans.
Yeah.
Incorrect. Gabe, you win that round. Here's the remaining
Got
3.
Chris
4.
Hemsworth, right?
Channing Tatum.
Yeah.
Channing Tatum.
Magic
He-
Mike.
what was the superhero he was on? He was on a Marvel.
Was he really?
Yeah,
He
he's.
was?
Oh,
Yeah,
he
he
was.
was.
oh, you
like
know
a
what?
B-
It might
B
not have been
character?
big screen.
He was.
That was Loki.
No, he
That
was.
was in Loki. Was he?
No, but he was still on the big screen for this new one. It had oh,
He
God,
was the
what's
guy
his
with the cards. The Marvel.
Yeah, the
series.
card guy.
Gambit.
Yeah,
Gambit.
Gambit. Yeah.
And then
But I think that was on
Deadpool.
the
Deadpool.
Loki series. Anyway, next one is Chris Hemsworth.
The
Yeah.
other girls.
Yeah.
Other girls.
Yeah.
And then the last one, Aquaman, Jason Momoa. All right, we got time for one
I
more.
thought it was Henry. Henry Cavill.
Gabe, you got
I
time
thought
for
he
one
was
more?
on.
Oh,
Before
yeah.
you got to go. All right, we got one more. Here we go. Jeremy goes to you. I've got the top 6 answers on the board. Name a place where you'd expect people to take off their clothes.
Oh, the shower.
All right, that's number 1. You want to keep this, keep the question or pass?
I'll keep it. Bed.
Let's say bedroom, top 2. So you got your top 2 out of the way.
I'll keep it. The doctor's office.
That's
Good
number 4.
one.
So
What's
good.
happening
Get it.
here?
Take clothes off. What else? What else? A pool.
Swimming pool was number 6. He has Chat
Nice.
GPT. I
No,
think
I just know about naked people.
you only got 2
Yeah.
left. You only got 2 left.
Take their clothes off. Take their
Well,
clothes
sometimes
off.
I gotta try things on.
A place where you'd
okay. Yeah, the
Oh.
fitting room.
Fitting room
Oh,
is number
Tina,
3.
that
There's,
was a
there's
Man.
only one left,
Here comes the sweep.
and it's a place where you really would expect people to probably take their clothes off.
Really?
Love Island.
Oh, hotel room.
I love how you said Love
I'm
Island.
guessing a colony of some sort.
Oh yeah.
A nudist beach.
You got it. You got it. You swept it, brother. Wow.
He really does know
Amazing.
naked people.
It's all from
That was
Nice.
amazing. Holy cow. All right. Well, great job, guys.
Thank
Wow.
you very much.
You pulled us strong. And Jen, too. Thank you, too.
Yeah, thank you.
You came in strong.
Fantasize about men.
And Jen. Wow.
Yeah, I knew Dina, Serena, and Jen would help out with that one.
Yeah,
for
we would
sure.
help with that.
So let's do this. Gabe, let us know where people can find and follow you. And then Jeremy, I'll get to you, and you can also tell us about Stormreel.
Yeah, you guys can follow us on the socials at The Storm Reel, and then YouTube is The Storm Reel. And then if you look up The Storm Reel on all of your podcasts apps, we will be there every other week.
All right. Anywhere else to follow you or any of your other exploits, Gabe, or is that everything's on
You can
Stormreel?
follow my personal Instagram and Twitter account. It's at Gabe Cox. Will be posted some storm chasing updates when I'm up. They'll be posted there more frequently.
All his club concerts will be on there as well.
Yeah.
With Jeremy. All right, Jeremy, how about you? Where can people find and follow you?
Yeah,
and your art too.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Ditto to Gabe everywhere. Stormreel. We post new episodes every other week on Tuesdays. You can find those. Jeremy Haymon Art on Instagram and TikTok. I'm an elder millennial on TikTok. I don't know what I'm doing. Guys.
Welcome to the
club. So yeah, you can find me there. I post new art pieces occasionally on Jeremy Haymon Art, like I said, on Instagram.
That's awesome. All right, well, tell you what, we're going to take a short break, and when we're coming back, we got hashtag WeatherFools, and listen to this, we're going to announce an upcoming guest and a discarded video that we happen to find on him. You can be the judge of his breathalyzer test, so stay tuned. We'll be right back.
The Stormfront Freaks is now available on the Weather Store. Come shop our catalog of shirts, hats, and hoodies, all with our Stormfront Freaks logo and Outbreak logo. Plus, you'll find all your other favorite weather geek and storm chasing gear, footwear, and accessories. Visit the Weather Store at thewxstore.com, the exclusive supplier of the Stormfront Freaks.
Mesoscaleforecast.com brings us StormNet, a state-of-the-art deep learning model designed to revolutionize severe weather forecasting. The innovative tool is tailored to provide unparalleled real-time predictions of severe weather events, including probability of wind, hail, and tornadoes. And now they've added Hurricane Vision, a cutting-edge hurricane track and intensity prediction system that uses deep artificial intelligence to predict the track and future intensity of tropical cyclones. You've seen us use it on our Stormfront Freaks live outbreak coverage with meteorologist Stormcat 5. Now you can use it as well. Visit Mesoscaleforecast.com and access live data subscriptions. Plus, when you enter the code Stormfront, you'll receive a 10% discount for life. Yes, for life. Go to Mesoscaleforecast.com.
Hey, it's Ginger Z from ABC News, and you are listening to the Stormfront Freaks podcast.
Let's take a drive under the moon. Let's take a drive under the somber sky. Let's take a drive under the moon.
All right, it is time for Weather Fools, and I jumped the gun a little, but that's okay. All right, so this is the part of the show where we find people on the web, and they're doing things that we're just like, what should they be doing that? Like, what are they doing? And they're being completely ridiculous, driving through a flood or just doing something wild and crazy. Sometimes we're the weather fools and sometimes we're not, but we find them and we bring them to you for you to decide for yourself. So with that said, I think Serena said she's got 3 weather fools. I'm not sure or where we're going or who we're going to first, MJ, but let's do it.
All right. So this one, I think we got back up with this guy standing outside on his porch during a thunderstorm.
Wow, that went like through the. It looked like it went through the roof and the window.
You could see the bolt make connection with the ground, and it was terrifying. Rather than like haul ass inside, I love how he just hoots and hollers outside on his front porch. A little close to that lightning, buddy.
Maybe he didn't care, on the other hand.
Oh,
He didn't care.
dang.
That is
No.
terrifying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's Weatherful number
John,
one.
I'm in a tornado. I'm
This
in a
one
tornado.
you just have to listen to.
Oh my gosh, John, I'm in a tornado right now. I'm in a tornado. I'm driving out of it.
Well, get out of it.
Oh my gosh, John, I'm in
I
a
know.
tornado.
I'm
She's
in
in
it.
a tornado going around. Oh my gosh.
She drives with it.
Oh my gosh.
She
oh my gosh,
completely
oh my
drives
gosh.
with it.
Yeah, she
with all
does.
the power flashes.
Oh my gosh, we have cows.
And I'm going to stay
That's
in
what I
this
do.
tornado too.
Yeah. I think she says I'm in a
Oh, here
tornado
comes Jesus.
36
Yep.
times.
Props that she kept filming though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice
While
work.
driving in a
Nice
tornado.
work.
But I didn't know if you guys
true.
knew or not. She was in a
Falling in
tornado.
a
you
culvert.
guys.
Oh, was she?
She was in a tornado.
Okay.
She's in a tornado. This one I love. I hate when people get to see cool things that I don't get to see. And storm chase from other vehicles, like the story we heard earlier about storm chasing on a bike. Storm chasing on a boat. That's look how
Oh,
close they
man.
are.
Yep.
Like,
Wow.
could you imagine? There's two. There's see the little
there were
rotation
two,
on the
you're
ground
right.
behind them, and then the one
Yeah.
next to them.
You could tell ugh.
Two
Total
in-
bucket list.
What a dream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Way
That would
bucket
be
list.
incredible to see.
Yeah, yeah. So I'm not even mad at those. I'm not even mad at that one. I'm jealous.
Serena, those are awesome. Who else has one? Phil, you got 5, 10, 50?
I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got 5. I got 5.
Oh my gosh.
All right. So the
Holy
first one, this is from
Wow.
Fuzzy. Thank you, Fuzzy. I call this
Oh.
"Living is Good in New Jersey."
Thanks, Fuzzy.
Wow.
And it's like what was that car thinking? Like, yeah, it's just my street.
You just
I know
got to
my
get
street.
home.
They got to get that DoorDash to the person. You know?
Yeah.
They gotta get the tip.
They're not even
No,
in control.
they might make
anymore.
it. I mean, you know,
oh,
Oh my
yeah.
God.
Better give
Oh.
me
not a
5
lot of
stars.
control there, but they might make it down the block.
And with another
Right.
one. Or I don't know if that's.
Yeah, and another one.
Comes
behind
another one
them.
Another
behind it.
pickup right behind it.
He's like,
Turn
I'm in a
around.
truck. I can do it.
All right.
Oh my God.
I like how Holly
Uh,
says car equals boat. That's funny,
Next
Holly.
one. This is from Luna Light Christine. Thank you. I call this dumb enough to fuck others over because
Ah,
this guy flooded and now these rescuers have to come and save him.
Yeah.
So they risk their lives in this inflatable boat to try and help this guy who tried driving across a flooded bridge. And so it's risking other people. So just stupid people. That's why.
Yeah.
It's because you put other people in risk when your
Yeah.
car stalls or gets swept away.
Yep. God bless the rescuers, man.
Yeah,
they
they're
have
the
families
superheroes.
too,
Yeah.
and they got to come
Mama
out there
Jean
and
said
save your butt.
exactly, Phil. Mhm.
It didn't even come out the right window.
On that note, Mama G, this is from her, Serena.
oh.
And again, absolute dream. Here's another person on a boat in Florida. These might be the same people. They look like the same people.
Wow,
It's
But look
still
at
got
that.
water spout.
Look at that
That's
rope out.
insane.
Stunning.
It's so neat. Oh,
Just
like I
crazy.
understand the fascination.
So again, weather fools, yeah, borderline.
Yeah.
Borderline because
Yeah,
we all
yeah.
would do it too.
I
right?
do it.
Yeah.
I do
Absolutely.
it.
That would be a hard one. Yeah. Totally.
All right, the next one, this is just absolute karma. That's what I call this one because someone's gonna try and go. Everyone stopped because an underpass is flooded, and this guy in an SUV is like, "Yeah, you jokers,
I know.
I'm gonna take it. I got it." And he's going like,
And then he
but look at how
starts-
fast he's going, and the water is
Jeez.
going up
That's
above his.
high water.
Over his
yeah.
windshield.
And all of a sudden, he just stops forward momentum. I wonder why.
Oh, weird.
Huh.
He lost
Maybe his
contact
car
with the
died.
ground.
Yeah, I think he did lose contact with the ground. I think Dina's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
That's
Or a little something. Anyway, total karma there, you fool.
yeah.
The last two are from Mikey. I call this "Leave It to the Professionals."
Oh!
Oh no.
So there's a reporter giving a report in the rain, and some woman is in the back on their. What kind of roof do you call that? What is that?
A
That's
terracotta.
tile.
Ter-
Yeah, so
terra-
what else is slippery
Terracotta?
when wet?
Anyway, this
Excellent.
woman falls off
Nash.
the roof.
Show title: Slippery When Wet.
Definitely
Yeah,
falls
yeah.
off the roof. So that's like, what are you doing?
What would
It's
you
raining.
do?
No.
Oh,
my
God.
God.
painful.
I don't think she got up from
When
that
you
one
get
real fast.
the
All right, the
wrong
last
kind of
one.
storm,
Listen.
And that can mess that up.
It's such a flaccid forecast.
So I call this flaccid forecast. and look at the graphic
Oh
behind,
no! Oh no!
behind the meteorologist.
Sad. Oh, I know who that is. That's
Oh, dude.
That's so funny. It's very hard.
He knew that was gonna happen.
I don't think it is very hard, Jen.
That's pretty good though. I like that
Oh,
classic
wow.
forecast
Well
comment.
said, Serena. That's excitement there. That's nice.
You hate to see
You know, when
below
that-
average.
When that
yeah,
happens,
it says below.
it is.
Yeah, it's the below average area that's kind of a drooping.
Such a flaccid forecast.
When you're cracking up on air, it is brutal. You can't breathe.
No, you
can't pull it
can't, and you try to break it too. Oh,
trying
do
to
we have any
stop
more
it.
weather fools, or is that it?
I have one. I have one. And before you, but don't show it yet. I need like 10 seconds to go into it. So Daniel Shaw is a good friend of the podcast, and he's always talking about how everything in Australia will eat you.
Oh yeah.
Remember? And that
Yeah.
he killed a spider one time that was so big he hit it with a mop and the legs were sticking out the sides. So for all of our comments in the comment section about spiders, show this one because this is for the people who live here. This is not snow. So it looks like a field that is just covered. It looks like almost snow, but it says it's not snow. It's spider season in Australia. So I actually looked this up, you guys. Like, I guess when these ground spiders get in the ground and it starts to flood, they get their webs out to pick them up like a balloon.
Yeah.
And to get them out of that flooding. And I'm thinking, who'd live here? If this thing could kill me or like wrap up a dog or a cat, I'm not living there.
Wow.
But you've got to watch this like on the show notes because this picture will blow your mind.
This is
It will
a
kill
whole
you.
bunch of nope for me.
Yeah,
right
yeah. Oh, that's
Yeah,
horrifying.
there could be some bodies in there. I'm just saying.
Oh my god, Dina, that is fantastic, and I don't even know what to say. But
And it's not even a video, but it's such a good picture. I had to share it. It had yeah.
It is such a good picture. Oh my gosh. Well, if you want to see that horrifying picture and more, go to stormfrontfreaks.com, episode 240, show notes. And then, Holly, I wanted to let you know that I turned on the tornado in the background too. Holly knew that was a tornado machine. So
that's what that is.
I know. I know.
Yeah.
People are like, what is that? Yeah. I use it for
It
when I
wasn't
give
below
school talk.
averaged.
Yeah.
Hey, okay, so what we're gonna do next, MJ? We're gonna go to Freak Fanbox. I don't know what I did with the video, and I can't find it. So we're gonna jump to Freak Fanbox. We will cover those of you watching and listening, and you wanted to hear our Dina, apologies. You wanted to hear and see that video that we found of one of our future weather guests with maybe a foot in the bag. I don't know. We'll bring that to the next show, but we're gonna jump to our Freak Fanbox.
Send me a postcard, drop me a line.
You've got mail, baby, yeah.
All right, so we got a few. I'm going to cover a few of these guys. You're going to love these. The first one, we actually got an old-fashioned email, Maz. Good old-fashioned email.
I like that.
Says, "Hi all. Greetings from Ireland. Big fan of the show. I'm a research meteorologist and an amateur photographer. I just
Wow.
wanted to share my most Stormfront Freak moment. I was flying back home in June after a great week of storm chasing. At least he had one. I caught some great storms, including the June 5th Morton tornado.
Amazing.
But still sad knowing it would be another year before I'm back under those skies. Then I saw that the in-flight entertainment includes the Twisters movie. I had been saving the Twisters commentary episode of Stormfront Freaks with the excellent Rick Smith for a suitable occasion. I couldn't think of a better one. So I found myself flying back from a storm chasing trip while simultaneously watching and listening to Twisters in one ear and listening to the Stormfront Freaks in the other. I think that qualifies me as a freak.
Oh my gosh.
Absolutely.
So he says, thanks,
Yes.
thanks for easing my withdrawals from my chase trip. Keep up the great work. Noel Fitzpatrick. He is at Big Skies Media. So Noel, thank you. Thank you.
That is
Oh, that's
really
nice.
sweet. That's one of the best ones we've ever had. That is really phenomenal.
Yeah.
All right, then we got Fairy Days on Blue Sky. Funny enough, said, I really enjoyed this episode, the Twisters movie commentary, which is episode 226, if anybody wants to check it out. Joshua Conaway on Twitter said, regarding the Matthew Capucci podcast we had recently, fascinating podcast tonight. It was a treat to take a brief look into the mind of the one and only future Waffle House meteorologist. Go check it out.
That's awesome.
Then this was a comment from Deborah on YouTube. Said, "Hey, this was great. Y'all were so enjoyable." This was again the Matthew Capucci episode. She said, "You're all so enjoyable to watch and listen to. I appreciate y'all. Thank you all so much. All of you kept me entertained. Stormfront Freaks, love you."
Oh my God.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Two more. One, Emma Shine, also from Twitter. This was about the episode 192, which we had guest Val Gardner talking about mental health.
Wow.
In meteorology and storm chasers and all that.
Yeah.
But she said, great point. Mental health during severe weather is so crucial. Reminds me of Carter Vance's work on community resilience, always stressing how preparedness goes beyond just physical safety. Definitely checking this episode out.
Nice.
Oh, I love that.
So anyway, we might read your comments on the next show. Just add us on your Twitter X post. You can comment in Apple Podcasts, or as before, send us a good old-fashioned email at questions@stormfrontfreaks.com. So again, that's questions@stormfrontfreaks.com. Okay, Jeremy, thanks for sticking it out with us. I think that just about does it.
That's great.
For this episode of Stormfront Freaks podcast. So thanks for tuning in, watching, listening, however you take in our content. But do us a favor before you go, like the show, hit that, smash that follow and subscribe button for us. And again, thanks to our guests tonight, Gabe Cox and Jeremy Haymon. Thank you. You guys were awesome. Good luck with your Storm Reel podcast. I'm definitely going to be listening in. Let's go around the horn, Freaks, find out where people can find you and follow you. Dina.
I'm at Lady Pilot 70, so you can find me on pretty much everything there.
Very good. All right, Maz.
You can find me on X at Money Storm for You. That's Money Storm, the number 4, the letter U.
Very good. Jen Watson.
Yeah, you can find me on X at JWatson_WX and Jennifer Weather on Instagram and TikTok.
And Serena.
All right, I'm WX Serena, WXCYRENA on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and Blue Sky mostly. So, and then don't forget the weather education videos that we post right here on the Stormfront Freaks Network.
That's awesome.
Woo!
All right, let's go ahead and fill you guys in on our next episode. So tropical storms, you guys know they're knocking on the door. I have a feeling we're going to start seeing some big things here before too long. Yeah. And we've got the chief meteorologist in Fort Myers, Florida, Matt Devitt, is going to be joining us. He's going to share some stories and his hurricane forecast for this season. Everyone can join us live. It's going to be Thursday, July 31st, 9 o'clock Eastern, 8 o'clock Central, right here on YouTube, or you can catch the audio podcast uploaded over the weekend. So for all of you watching, stick around for our after show party. We're going to bring in our VIPs. Dan and Angela are back there as well. We're going to have some fun. But for Dina and Jeremy and Maz, MJ, Serena, and Jennifer, I'm going to signal you all clear. So we'll catch you guys next time.
Night.
Good night, everybody.
Bye, everyone.
Thank you for tuning in to the Stormfront Freaks podcast. Our bi-weekly show is available on your favorite audio podcast player and on YouTube, along with other videos from the Stormfront Freaks network, including forecasts and live storm coverage from Stormcat 5 and weather education from WX Serena. Find them at youtube.com/stormfrontfreaks. can support the Freaks at YouTube by subscribing and becoming a member to take advantage of member-only benefits. For show notes, past shows, videos, merchandise, and more, visit our website at stormfrontfreaks.com. If you would like to contact us with questions or make comments about the show, shoot us an email to questions@stormfrontfreaks.com or follow us on social media. Search for Stormfront Freaks. We'd love to hear from you. Join us next time and tell a friend about the Stormfront Freaks podcast.
All right. Hey, so guess what? I just found the video.
Oh no!
So
those
of you
cameras
still,
back on.
those of you still watch it in the after show, this will be a special treat for you. But Jeremy, so I was talking with Jeremy and Gabe a couple weeks ago, and they had asked me a question like, is there, anybody that you haven't had on the podcast that you've really wanted? And I said, we've had a lot of people. I said, but you know what? It'd be great. I've never been able to get Al Roker, and Dina had some connection with you, and
yeah,
Catherine,
it's too late for him.
Catherine working, but no Al Roker. And I said, we've struck out with Mike Bettis a number of times, and I said, and we've always had a love-hate relationship, it seems, with the Weather Channel TV side. We get lucky sometimes, and then we're on their shit list for a little bit, and but. We do have Mike Bettis is going to be coming on the show.
Oh, sweet!
In next month, I think.
That's great.
Good.
So Mike is going to be joining us, and he was the one that I found this video of him.
Oh
no!
This is my alumni brother.
I'll share this with you. Yeah, here we go.
Mike Bettis here. So I opened it up to you to ask me questions. What you want to know about Mike Bettis? Well, let's find out. What is your take on Aliens? The movie or like outer space being things? The movie Killer. Aliens? Oh, that's a good question. I was just having a philosophical discussion with my 9-year-old as to whether or not there were actually beings out there. Are they smarter than us? Do they look like us? Do they have just one eye and a big cone head? I don't know.
I don't know. So so that was going to be our wasted weather clip. So those of you tuning in and sticking around, you got to see a little fun there.
I believe the next frontier in storm chasing is UFO chasing. We are.
Oh gosh.
I really do think storm chasers are the most equipped with cameras and things and time on their hands, and they're driving at night. I think that's the next big thing. And
we'll end up back in Roswell, you guys.
Yeah, that's right.
So Dan, do you have any questions for Jeremy? We didn't get a chance to bring you guys in before and ask that. I didn't see you were actually back there. Sorry.
Oh, okay. I was just gonna see if there were any tips or maybe suggestions on how to get more cinematic video.
Ooh, yeah.
Ooh, that's a good question.
That's great. Gabe is the expert. He is absolutely the super duper pro. So I'll speak for him as best as I can, but he has a really nice camera. That helps. And then he tries to use often as wide a lens as possible to get the most scenery, and he really puts things in context in a frame. So having as much kind of other natural touch points around you so you can judge the size of the weather event that you're seeing. And he is so skilled at patiently shooting what he's shooting in front of him. And then he edits really well and puts he has such good taste in music that he puts over it. But he has like this artistic skill that is just kind of unmatched if you've ever seen a Gabe storm chasing video before. But he's top notch for sure.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Angela, you got anything? How you doing tonight?
I'm okay. I guess my question is, which I really wanted to ask Gabe this, no offense.
None
But
taken.
when it comes to like stories like the Canton story and like being that close to like being in a really vulnerable position, like what do you want people getting into chasing? What do you want them to take away from that kind of stuff?
Yeah, that's a great question. I think it's really smart for everyone to know their limits and boundaries before they go out, and everybody chases a little bit differently. There's a huge spectrum of storm chasers. So even if you're not, intercepting in something like a dominator, just know yourself. Know thyself is the old saying. Know how close you want to get. Know how safe you want to be, and try to practice that as much as possible. Obviously, in Gabe's situation with Canton and freak events happen, and storms behave erratically at times, and so you can't always have a perfect plan. But just know if you're still a storm chaser, even if you're 20 miles off, getting good footage, getting good pictures, it still counts. It still counts. So you don't have to get deep in the mix for it to count, for sure.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, what's going on, everybody? Anything fun and exciting?
No, just the chat is awesome. Like I'm loving it's been going off tonight and everyone's so wonderful. I love it. Like they just, I don't know. Cindy, Mama G, Holly, Sarah, Christine, Noah, Mandy, Michelle, Carol, Erica. They're all Sue. I could name them all. Yeah. They're fantastic.
Yes.
This is good. We have
love you guys.
great chat. Great chat.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do.
It's fun.
Michelle wants to know, did Brady decide to sit it out? He's with family tonight.
Yeah.
So, and he has a birthday coming up too. So he might be doing some early celebration. Not sure.
Yeah. Oh my
But-
gosh. I'm just ready to
But
go.
again,
first.
Jeremy, thank you.
Yes. Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
thank you.
Yeah, this is awesome. Y'all rock.
Jeremy, you're so cool. I want to buy your art. I need to look
great.
I'm
up-
wearing
yes.
your merch. I'm wearing you guys' merch from
That
like,
is
yeah.
awesome. Yes, we love introverted but willing to talk about storms. Yeah, that still holds true.
That is
true.
awesome. I love that.
It was funny because I only saw the first two lines, so
My
it kind of gave me a different
kind of
Introverted but willing. Yeah, that's a little
Yeah.
different.
That's the
yeah, it's a
best.
little different.
Oh, thanks
That's
for
cool.
representing. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That's super cool.
Yeah.
I love that.
Cool.
Yeah, I
All
can't
right.
wait to check out your art, Jeremy.
I'm heading out, everybody. So
Thanks.
again, thank you. Great show, and again,
All right,
Jeremy,
good night, everyone.
scream.
Cool.
I
Hey,
love you all.
Serena.
Time.